That's right, I'm back. Nick Shell, known across 23 continents. I'm known as the Alpha Elmo of hair loss. You got it. I like to share my hair loss theories with my 5,400 subscribers. That's weird. So I have many theories about hair loss. Some are more physical, like for example, if you are able to grow a full beard by the time you graduate high school, you probably more likely balding before the age of 35. Certain things like that. But I've got other theories that look at more psychological perspectives. For example, I've got some theories on certain young men are bothered more by hair loss than other young men, or men in general. For example, I've shared a theory that if you did not have a positive relationship with your father growing up, or if in general you just don't have any positive male role models in your life, then there's a good chance that hair loss is going to bother you more. If you suffered some kind of trauma that you never got resolved with a professional, you're most likely more to be bothered by hair loss. If you never really encountered any kind of challenge in your life, and then hair loss comes along in your early 20s, you're more likely to be bothered by it. Because certain men are not bothered by hair loss, even those of the generation that's younger than me. There are currently 20-year-old guys that are Norwood 5 that are not bothered by hair loss, right? They just bulk up, they work out, and they shave their head, and they pretend to be confident they're not, and it all works out for them. They're not bothered by it. So hair loss doesn't psychologically affect everyone the same, right? So with that being said, here's my new theory, my newest theory. One way that you can tell who's going to be bothered by hair loss and who's not is whether that person has a sense of humor. Now, I'm being serious right now about this. I truly believe there's a connection between the people who have a sense of humor being the ones that are ultimately okay with, moving on with their life now that they're losing their hair, versus the people who can't take a joke and can't see humor, and those people being the same ones who were legitimately just train wrecked by hair loss and can't get over it. And I can easily provide examples for you. My own channel, okay? Let's just think back in the last couple of weeks. I've made 3 specific videos that were complete jokes. Now, a normal person with a sense of humor would maybe laugh along with the joke. But what I realized in all 3 of these videos, a lot of people, often double the amount of people who liked the video, hated the video with rage and even commented to share that. Let me give you, just refresh your memory here, okay? I made a video where I begged my viewers not to unsubscribe to the point of weeping, okay? Complete joke, but yet a lot of people disliked that and even hurled comments like, well, now I'm really gonna unsubscribe, which was the whole point, mocking people who unsubscribe and then announce it and then keep leaving comments. That was the whole point, that was the humor. Yet a lot of people disliked that video and left angry comments. I was able to take them to a point in their emotions to anger. I was able to emotionally control them by what was a complete joke. That's example number 1. Another example I can easily provide. I made the Naughty Nick, alpha male of hair loss, where I ripped off my shirt and talked in a fake wrestler voice, okay? That is a video that received at least twice as many dislikes as it did likes. Which again goes to show me that there are those of you who get the jokes, haha, we can laugh at ourselves, versus those who get angry by this joke. And then a third example, I did that 1-minute video where I put oil in my hair to accentuate the hair loss, and I just said, oh no, repeatedly for a minute long. Lots of rage came from that. So I truly believe there's a connection here. I truly believe there's a connection. Those People who are like me, who say, you know what, I wouldn't choose hair loss, I wouldn't choose a receding hairline, I wouldn't choose diffuse thinning, I wouldn't choose these things, but you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and move on with my life, and I'm going to have to laugh about it. And I think that is the symbolism here ultimately. There are those of us who accept it and are able to even laugh about it. All right, well, I guess I'm one of the guys that lost the lottery here. I guess I'm gonna have to be the bald guy now. I guess I'll be shaving my head for the rest of my life. Oh well, okay. I guess I'll have to look like Vin Diesel now, minus the muscles. You know, make a joke about it, move on. Because people like that. People like it when you're able to make fun of yourself because it shows that you're confident. There are those people who can laugh along with me, and then there are those who get angry by a joke. And not only will they get angry about the joke, but then often they'll just still go back to their same mindset. This guy pretends that he's making these videos that are supposed to be funny, but really he's obsessed, because what idiot would make 3 videos a day about hair loss if he wasn't really concerned? Why would he keep doing the rosemary oil for 2 years if he really wasn't trying to save his hair? They can't get past it. I mean, for those of you who do get the jokes and give me the thumbs up and say, haha, that was funny, which is all you have to do if you want to be identified as one of us, right? Because that's what's happening. It's like a third of the people watching this channel get the joke and you're with me. You prove to me that you're confident and you can laugh with me. But it's just so funny because, like, for example, let me give you an example. Let me think of some obvious forms of comedy. The movie Dumb and Dumber. Napoleon Dynamite. The Office. Louis C.K. Those are funny things. Okay? Now, let's say someone turned on an episode of The Office and thought, that's not my kind of humor. Do you think the response should be, I hate this, this is the worst thing I ever saw, this is what, and then no, in real life, if you don't think something's funny, you just turn it off and you don't get angry about it. Isn't that funny that the whole intention is, hey, you know, and by the way, humor is a way of is one person to another saying, I invite you to be in on this little secret that we can laugh about this thing. I'm inviting you to be part of this. Hey, laugh with me. That's the currency here. But instead, people show up to this little gathering. Instead of laughing, they get angry. They get angry. So, are you with me though? Do you see the psychological situation going on here? And the thing is, I'm not going to stop making these stupid, silly videos that I make from time to time. I'm going to continue. Naughty Nick is going to return. Not only that, by the way, secret, Naughty Nick's been around for a couple years. If you type in Naughty Nick, man, there's at least half a dozen videos that go back years of Naughty Nick. Naughty Nick is not a new character, okay? On the spot, I will create other skits to do of just making fun of the concept of even my own channel. I mock my own channel. That's part of the joke, right? Because think about this. Like for me, it's a joke. Here's part of the funny part of it for me. I make a silly video where I say, watch me spike my hair with the receding hairline and diffuse thinning. You know, that video already easily got over 1,000 views, and that was such a silly video. But I knew that I had to do it with a straight face, and all the people who wouldn't laugh at the time I was purposely trying to be funny, they were the one liking the video of me spiking my hair, as if that was a good thing. So it's like, it's such a differentiation between the people watching my videos, and like I'm understanding this better, you know? Because like before I was saying, okay, you know, 25% of you are here to watch the videos where I talk about all the technicalities of hair loss every time I get a haircut, and then, you know, 25% are, you know, here for this, and then 50% want the cycle. Well, okay, all that's still true, but now I'm realizing about a third of you get the joke, and then the other 2/3 either don't get the joke or get enraged by the joke. So moving forward, now we know we've had this conversation. Every time I do another silly little skit here, when Naughty Nick returns, we're gonna see how many people get angry about it. If you get angry about it, you're one of the people who hair loss is always going to bother you, you're not going to be able to get past it. If you're laughing with me, then you're with me. You're able to overcome it, hair loss psychologically, because that's the only way you're going to get over it, right? And those of us who will get the joke, ultimately, not only will we be laughing at the joke, but I can't deny it, we're also going to be laughing at all the people who are so angry and enraged by such a silly video. I am Nick Shell.
Oh, hello! Elmo loves to sing.
And I am the Alpha Elmo of hair loss.